The wheels are only ever driven by an electric motor, and that means that we can control the engine that's generating the electricity separately to the driving speed and the acceleration. But we've also added another technology, which is active noise cancellation. So very similar to the headphones that you use on the aeroplane, we have a speaker in the luggage room of the car that will play the inverse noise to the engine and cancel it out. So when you're driving around the city, the engine can start and stop, and you won't even notice it's happening.
I'm Zoe Daniel. A 43% cut in emissions is locked in and legislated, so our kids won't be left with a climate bill. That's Action on Climate, delivered.
Authorised by Zoe Daniel, 677 Nepean Highway, Brighton East, Victoria.
I'm Dan Tehan. I care deeply about our local communities. We need a Liberal government to get Australia back on track. We'll build a stronger economy to take pressure off inflation and support our small businesses and farmers. I'll fight to ease the cost of living and fix our roads. We need a better government to get back to basics. With your support, I'll keep delivering for you.
Authorised by Dan Tehan, Liberal Party, Hamilton.
A LISTNR production.
G'day, it's Tom Perri with you. Attention is being drawn to the high rate of forensic patients in South Australia and the lack of psychiatrists to treat them. The term is applied to accused criminals with a mental illness who are needed to be assessed or treated, but News Corp is reporting that a shortage of available specialists has led to bottlenecks in the system. In some instances, the parole board is waiting up to 3 months for a report on an individual. Member for McKillop Nick McBride has returned to State Parliament for the first time since being charged with assault. He was among those to speak during question time yesterday, asking about the timeline for the new Narracourt police station, with Police Minister Stephen Mulligan responding that it would be completed by late 2027. McBride has also released a short statement to the media regarding the charges, saying it is a private matter currently before the courts and he will be making no further comment while the process continues. And Australia's peak doctors group is joining calls for more action when it comes to delivering healthcare in regional areas like the Limestone Coast. The AMA has released the findings from its latest Rural Health Issues survey. President Dr. Danielle McMullen says there are 3 key areas of concern.
Rural hospitals, general practice and workforce. So we need to make sure we're investing in the infrastructure of our rural and regional hospitals. We need to make sure that GPs are supported to get to the bush and stay there and support our rural communities. And we need a national rural health workforce strategy.
After this, there is no turning back. You sip the red can, the story ends. You sip the black can, you enter dreamland. And I show you just how good the truth can taste. Take the Pepsi Max Taste Challenge.
In local sport, the Tigers were big winners in round 3 of the Lower South East Hockey Association last Friday, with their Division 1 men's team defeating Cavaliers 5-1 and their women's side trouncing their Cavaliers opponents 8-0. Elsewhere, West Gambia's women had a 2-0 victory against the Riddock Strikers, while their male counterparts played out a 3-3 draw.
I'm Zoe Daniel. You're paying too much income tax, and big multinationals aren't paying enough. A total tax review will make tax fairer for everyone.
Authorised by Zoe Daniel, 677 Nepean Highway, Brighton East, Victoria.
Albo and Allen are double trouble for Victoria. Labor's budget shows 10 years of deficits. And Victoria has the worst debt of any state. Victorians are paying more for mortgages and the biggest rent rises in over a decade. Crime is at an all-time high. And both Labor governments cut funding for Victorian roads. Don't double down on failure. We can't afford 3 more years of Labor.
Authorised by S. Smith, Liberal, Melbourne.